Ramirez Motelin, I served Orange County, pretty much from Laguna Niguel, Long Beach, Brea. I go Downey once in a while. Go to Paris once a month. So we ever refer us, there's the areas we covered. Pretty much some people think that we only wash cars. We also wash semis, RVs, boats, Sea-Doos, pretty much anything that has paint on, we could work on. Right, during the summer, we got a lot of off-road cars. Pretty much quads and all those people tend to go too extreme on them, and then when they get back, they don't want to claim it themselves. So pretty much, but most of my clients their cars are daily drivers. So for daily drivers, we recommend a detail at least twice a year. Especially with the new paint jobs are nowadays, everything's all water-based. The clear coat isn't thick as before. One scratch and pretty much it's there for life. It's getting. Then the bumpers are now plastic front and back, so you have to be. Those are the two parts of the car that gets faded and burned faster. With the old cars, it was more flexible because I seen old cars that look in way better condition than new cars. Reason why, it was all painted differently and so on. So pretty much a little bit about me. I am a full-time student. I work for my parents. Well, yeah, pretty much. My dad's the one who runs the schedule. Yeah, well, you guys could text me. I could tell them, you need a certain job done within certain days. Pretty much, we do work on classic cars. People ask us if we wash motorcycles, and we do. We detail motorcycles, and it's not that simple. It's when I have people like, oh, but it's so tiny. I'm like, yeah, it's so tiny, but with a lot of little details. Yeah. It takes me sometimes it takes me about the same time to do a motorcycle than to do a full car. And it's hard having 3 people working on one motorcycle because there's not enough room. Yeah. So we do work on motorcycles, and rare occasion I get people to like do the different objects. You guys remember? You guys follow us on Facebook? We did what's it called? A Disney
gondolas. Gondola.
There you go, gondola. So we do, especially on pretty much anything that has paint, and because any paint we could probably address. That's why we have a trailer with a toolbox full of chemicals, waxes, polishes, compounds. Sometimes people ask us, "Can you tell us from just by looking at it?" Sometimes it has to be. We won't know until we try it. But there is one point where that we can't do nothing to paint is when you see the clear coat peeling off. The only thing left for that is to get a paint job. Yeah, so is anybody curious about anything? Any questions about certain things?
Yes. How do you get my windows so clean? I would just like you to do my windows like once a week.
Well,
inside, what is that film?
well, the inside is film. It's pretty much just like it's about like grease that builds up that sticks on from the heat from the engine that comes through. It comes in sometimes. It's like the grease that sticks on, and we have actually 3 chemicals that we use to clean the windows. One is like when we wash your car daily, they're not that dirty. Then we have one that's for smokers, especially. It's an alcohol base, which it helps get it super clean. Then we have one that has ammonia, which is meant to cut off the grease because people who really don't care about cars and they want to wash them once a year. So that's pretty much that's how it is, and we have towels that are for cleaning windows only. So, I've seen other detailers that they use the same towel for everything, and we have one towel. Like we have 2 baskets in our truck. One basket is full of towels just to use on windows, and the other basket is to use on everything else. So those towels don't have grease, and sometimes when a towel has grease and you try to clean your window with it, it sticks onto the window, which just makes it smear. So, Sally?
Do your chemicals protect windows that have been tinted?
Yes. The only one that we won't never use is ammonia because it will burn the tint. But the other 2 they're safe. I use them on my car. My windows are tinted, so they're safe. When you get a car wash, when you recently got your windows tinted within the last week, I recommend to tell us or whoever's washing your car not to clean the windows because it can affect the way it sticks onto the glass.
Can you guys pound out little minor dents?
We don't do dents. I could refer you to somebody. Yes?
Yeah, but you should take credit. You know, you've got all the resources in your team to let us know about that.
Yeah. As we'll take a picture. And we ask for your permission to send the person your info, and we send him your phone. We'll have him contact you. And some of the dents, that time we were talking to our dent guy, it's like some of the dents are like on your body where the line goes through, those creases. When you get it through there, sometimes he can't fix it. It has to be, it's already body work. So that's one of the things you have to be careful with. But yeah, I could refer you to somebody, or if I don't know, I could send it to him. He's a specialist on that. And also have somebody that, a lot of people have this, when you curve rash your rims, have somebody that could fix them for you. It's Pro Rims, you have to take off the wheel and get them in Pro. But the rims, they are fixable. They're both the people are mobile, as like me, so they could go to your home or office. So.
One last one. The headlights, the covers for your headlights, when they get kind of foggy, do you guys have the stuff that clears those up?
Yes, headlight restoration, we do it, but just when we do it, once a headlight goes yellow, they tend to go back all the time. So that's why we don't guarantee it, and that's why we don't charge a lot. But when we could clean them up, depends how you park your car and where you live, but they do last up to a year sometimes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But sometimes we tell people, once your headlights go bad, they tend to go bad again. So just try cleaning one. We tell people to clean them during fall, because that's when the sun goes out early. That's when you're using the most.
Yeah.
In summer, you tend not to use that much.
Right.
I've been at a car wash, this was some time ago, and at the end of it, when they're doing all the detail work, they'll put Armor All on the dashboard. And I'm told Armor All is not good for a dashboard.
It is not good. Reason why, the Armor is super greasy. Armor, I've seen Armor that does a lot of damage to dashboards. Because Armor, the dashboards, some are like plastic, some are leather. What happens, the leather gets soft where it starts to bubble. And sometimes they won't go back to its original form. And with plastic, it tends to peel off the color of the dashboard. And then what happens is you put on the dashboard during summer when it's super hot, all that grease goes up to your front window. If you see your dashboard getting dull in the way to prevent it, I recommend putting leather conditioner. It's not as greasy. Let it sit for a minute or two, then get a dry towel or paper towels and just wipe off the extra. That's how we do it. It's the best, safest way. And it just depends on what kind of leather conditioner. There are different types. There's some that leave it natural, there's some that leave it shiny. So that comes into effect a lot. We just had a Jaguar that they recently bought it, and so they try to blame us that we put armor on the dashboard when we don't do armor on the dashboard. If we do is leather conditioner, but in that case we didn't do leather conditioner on the dashboard, we just did it on the seats because it was a brand new car. But what happened with that, it was a XF. Well, I was told that those XF, the dashboards through the front where you can't see, it's not what's it called so it tends to lift up and bubble. But it is, you could take it to a dealer when it happens. If you have warranty in your car, you could take it back. Like, I want a brand new dashboard. As just one thing I get asked a lot is the difference between wax and clay. Clay bar is, there's different floors now. We have a little round, it looks like a pad, like for a sanding pad, but it's round. And a clay bar, it cleans the paint. It removes oxidation, rust. It might remove some light scratches. Sometimes where just something hits and they transfer something to the paint. And what it cleans everything that's off the paint. Sometimes when you rub your hand against your paint, it sounds like it's sandy, right? It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to just be smooth. And once you clay it, that's the time to wax your car. Because then when you apply the wax, it sticks onto the paint and not what's on top of the paint. So I always recommend a clay and wax. And also sometimes people are like, oh, my headlights are starting to go bad. So I recommend maybe some rubbing compound with some wax, or just clay them. It tends, because what sticks onto the headlights is oxidation from the air. So those are, you want to do yourself, those are 3 things you could use.
Awesome.
And then, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.